Assalamualaikum and good day, madam. My name is Aisha Nazira binti Zairul, and I will be presenting to you the introduction. As for the introduction, AirAsia is well known for their low-cost airline, founded in 1993, but when given to Tony Fernandez and Kamaruddin Maranu in 2001 to, 2001. The business model changed to where everyone can fly as their model, or everyone can dream to fly as their entire model of their vision and mission, which is to make a low cost airline that everyone can afford. The concept of employee performance at AirAsia is about how well AirAsia employee contributes to the airline, including their quality, punctuality, teamwork, safety communication, and productivity. Um, when it comes to their performance, it is not just about the task completion and how the employees behave towards customers, but and the employees. It is also about how their performance can link to operational excellence towards the customer satisfaction. For example, the cabin crew, ground staff, engineers, and sales team are all affected by the passenger experience, as they are going to be confronting with all passengers that are going to be using AirAsia and are frequent users of AirAsia. AirAsia typically discuss in terms of measurable results, behavior standards, and align with the company mission of efficiency when it comes to accessibility, when it comes to air travel.
Hello, madam. My name is Gabriel, and now I will going to present my parts. So my parts will be involved the objective of performance appraisal in AirAsia. Okay, so the objective of performance appraisal in AirAsia, the performance appraisal system in AirAsia is used to make sure the employees' performance and make sure employees are achieving the company goals and expectations. So one of the main objective is to improve the employee performance through the appraisal, and the employees can identify their strength and also their weaknesses, so they know which area they need to improve. And besides of that, it actually also help Asia to align the employees' performance with the company objective, since Asia is low cost and line, right? So the efficiency and productivity are also very what do we call also very important. The appraisal system, they actually also help the employees to contribute these goals. Yeah. So next, performance appraisal is also important to employees development. Manager can identify the training needs and provide an opportunity for the employees to improve their skills and competencies. So not only that, the appraisal system, there are also supports the decision related to reward and promotion businesses, and also the career advancement. So especially for those employee who perform well, they will actually be recognized and motivate to continue giving their best performance. The roles of HR, the line manager, and also employee. So the human resource department, or as we all know, we all call it as HR. They're actually responsible for designing and like what do we call managing the appraisal system. So actually, HR is to ensure the process is fair, organized, and aligned with the company policies. So there are need to provide the guidelines and also the training for the manager and also the employees regarding to the appraisal that which that is relates to the appraisal process. Okay. The second is line manager. They play a very important role because they are directly monitor the employee performance. They have to evaluate the employees based on their work quality, the attitude, and also the the productivity and achievement of the targets. So the manager, they also need to provide the feedback and also the discuss improvement plans with the employees. So even though employees themselves, they are also very they also need to involve the appraisal process, which the employees need to complete their tasks responsibly and achieve their target, and also open the feedback from manager, so they can also do their self-assessment to reflect their own performance and also the identify areas for self-improvement. So my opinion is the cooperation between HR and also the manager and also the employee, there actually is very important to make the appraisal system effective and also successful lah. So next is the implementation process of the performance appraisal system. So the first step is setting performance goals and expectations, which employees are informed about their job responsibilities, targets, and also the key performance indicators, yeah, and also known as the KPIs. So the step of monitoring employee performance is throughout the years, which the manager observe employee works performance, attendance, behavior, and also the contribution to the organizations. That's the second. After that, the appraisal evaluation is conducted. Okay, the evaluation is conducted because manager assess the employee performance. They are usually using the appraisal forms, which the KPIs and the feedback. Especially for in some cases, the employee may also complete the self assessment by themselves. Okay, so the next step is the feedback and discussion session. So manager discuss the appraisal result with the employees. They also include their strength, their weaknesses, and also the that need to do the improvement. This communication is very important because it help employee to grow and improve their performance. So the company of AirAsia actually, yeah, they actually takes follow-up actions based on the appraisal results. So there also includes the training programs, the promotions, rewards, and salary adjustment for all the performance improvement plans. So the overall, which the implementation process helps AirAsia to maintain the employee productivity and also the organizational performance.
Now, I will explain the performance appraisal method used by AirAsia to evaluate employee performance and improve organizational effectiveness. One of the main methods used is rating scale and key performance indicator, or KPI. Rating scale that measure their performance level from unsatisfactory to outstanding. At the same time, employees are evaluated based on specific KPI related to their job role. For example, cabin crew focus on customer satisfaction and service quality, while ground staff are evaluated through punctuality and operational efficiency. AirAsia also uses Workday Human Capital Management System to monitor employee performance and KPI achievement more efficiently.
Okay, behavioral and competency based assessment. So this method actually focus not only on the employee results but also on employee behavior, attitude and competencies while performing their jobs. So behavioral assessment that evaluates how the employee behave in the workplace. So for let's say the teamwork, the communication skill and discipline, customer service attitude, and also problem solving abilities. They're all assessed because these behavior are important in the airline industry. Meanwhile, the competency-based assessment means sure the knowledge, skills, and abilities the employee need to perform their task effectively. The employee are evaluated based on whether they have the competencies required to for the job positions. So let's say for example the cabin crew, the employees must demonstrate how do we call demonstrate the strong communication skill, okay, the customer service skill, and also the ability to handle the emergency situation professionally. So this assessment actually helps AirAsia to identify the talent employees to improve the workforce quality, and also they also ensure the employee meets the company standards and also the expectation. So therefore, the behavioral and competencies based assessment is important in creating a productive skills and customer customer focused workforce in AirAsia.
In addition, AirAsia apply management by objective, also known as MBO. Under this method, manager and employees work together to set SMART goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Employees are then evaluated based on their ability to achieve this objective. This approach helps improve accountability, motivation, and alignment between employee performance and company goal. Besides that, AirAsia also uses additional appraisal methods such as 360-degree feedback, self-assessment, and continuous feedback. Through 360-degree feedback, employees receive evaluation from supervisor, colleagues, and sometimes customer to provide a more balanced assessment. Self-assessment allows employees to reflect on their own strengths and weaknesses, while continuous feedback encourages regular communication and coaching between manager and employees. Overall, this appraisal method helps AirAsia maintain high employee performance, improve teamwork and productivity, and support continuous employee development within the organization.
Okay, for the next slide is the finding. For this finding, we highlight the three main, which is for the first, describe of the survey, second, key finding, and three, discussion of finding. Okay, we're going to the first. For the first information about the description of the finding survey. For the finding description of the survey for this research was designed as an online questionnaire and distributed to the public who are recurring flyers. The main population were people who consistently use the airliners as their transportation in item of the work, family, visit, and so on. In the theory, in the performance management system work within the AirAsia company, then I want to be able to reflect on the performance by the give out the during service. For demographic in this section, the demographic profile of the responsibility, the majority of the response are frequent flyers. We aim to give out the public in waiting to know the opinion, as this would help understand the sample and assess how to reflect the finding of the target population lah. Okay, for the we find for the more answer from people, which is a total of 6 questions we are designed to examine for AirAsia performance management practice. The responses how employers previous the certain performance appraisal system, which is the feedback frequency and goal setting, and the impact performance management on their motivation or job priority. Overall, the result indicate the AirAsia employees generally view performance management as important, but also highlight area where the process can be improved, such as clear communication of the expedition and more feedback. Okay, second, for the key finding, for the first, about the demographic. The demographic, what we can say, this is 40 responser from the different age. Based on the demographic we find of the age group above, about 47% of responder who are in the age group of 45 and above, making it about 19 out of 40 responder that make up majority the responser to the survey. At the age group above, about 40% of responder who in the group of 18 to 20, making it about 16 out of responder that make up majority that responder on the survey. Another demographic of the group also show about the 10% of responder who are in the group, which is around 25 to 34, making it about 4 out responder, 40% responder, making majority the responder on the survey. Lastly, at the age group show about 2.5 responder who in the group around 35 to 44, also making about the one of responder they make a majority on the survey. Okay, second, the finding, what we finding about the management in responder. Majority the for the first male 47.5, and then for the female 52.5 for the demographic gender, which is the make out about the responder who are female and make the 21 out of 40 responder female. Beside the demographic in gender, also make about the 47.5 responder who are male, and that make up 19 out of 40 responder male. So for the
For the demographic about the education qualification, we highlight 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is the one diploma STPM, and then second bachelor degree, next master PhD SPM. For the demographic education education qualification make up 37.5 of responder who which is this diploma and STPM majority lah, that make up about the 15 of out responder diploma STPM, and then second majority take about 32.5 of responder, making it 13 out of 40 responder who are bachelor degree certificate, and then 22% from the master, and then 37.5 which is the diploma lah. Then for the what we can see about the AirAsia employer performance can be seen the track the professionalism of its staff. For the demographic, we can say based on questionnaire result, the majority of respondents give positive feedback regarding the professionalism of AirAsia staff. Out of 40 respondents collected, 70% of respondents agree, while 24% strongly agree that the employer performance can be identified through the professionalism shown by the staff. Only 5% disagree, and were not respondents strongly disagreeing. Okay, for the last about the discussion of finding, based on the finding of the raw data, the majority give out the positive rating to AirAsia, providing the theory on how the system of AirAsia performance management is able to show their work. The findings support the idea that the AirAsia method, such as a KPI, rating scale, and behavior assessment, help manager identify employers contribute in the structure and transparent way. The vast majority of the responses indicate the system is fair and relevant to their job role to each the recruitment. The small theory of this data collection show by how much AirAsia value the employers. The company now that by giving their employers less mental burden, transparency, and clear career pathway, all employer will be able to make this as a motivation to do more and be better when they're working. That's all from me.
Even though AirAsia has a strong appraisal system, there are still some challenges. One challenge is bias in evaluation, where managers may unintentionally favor certain employees. This can affect fairness in the appraisal process. There is also sometimes an over-reliance on KPIs, where too much focus is placed on numbers, while important aspects like teamwork and attitude may be overlooked. Another issue is the lack of continuous feedback, where employees only receive feedback during formal evaluations. This can slow down their improvement. In addition, communication gaps may occur where employees are not fully clear about expectations or performance criteria. Lastly, the high pressure environment in the airline industry can lead to employee stress, which may affect performance. So, for the suggestion, there are several ways AirAsia can improve its performance appraisal systems. First, the company can focus more on continuous feedback instead of relying mainly on yearly evaluations. In a fast-paced industry like aviation, regular feedback helps employees improve immediately, and stay on track. Next, AirAsia can expand the use of 360-degree feedback by including input from peers and even customers, not just managers. This would give a more balanced and accurate evaluation, especially since customer service is very important. Another improvement is to increase transparency. Employees should clearly understand how they are evaluated and what is expected from them. This helps reduce confusion and builds trust. AirAsia can also strengthen the link between performance and rewards, such as promotions, incentives, and training opportunities. This can motivate employees to perform better. And lastly, using technology and data analytics can make the appraisal process more efficient and help management make better decisions.
In conclusion, AirAsia's performance management is quite well and taken care of. On top of that, the system of their performance really reflects on how they interacted with their customers. Furthermore, based on our research and our small sample of data collection, it shows that when you have a proper informed system that is created tailored to your employees, it shows that their performance not only do well, but they also build well, and their skill gains better when in comparison of what they do. That is why AirAsia has an amazing system when it comes to performance management.